I can never say this word.
Because it sounds too much like something that you don't really want to say, doesn't it? But you'd certainly want to say anemone, because these are gorgeous, and these are just some of the beautiful images that you'll find in the Dots Heirloom section on our website, and of course the download section.
Yeah, so you've got various options when you go to the download section. Some of them are the toppers, some of them are the main designs, some of them are the background papers, some of them are the linen sheets if you want to go for those. There's all sorts of different areas. Those that you go into the textures, you can find all those, beautiful. Don't forget, when you're on the website, go all over. But if you want to find the Anemone set by Dots Heirlooms, you go into the Dots Heirlooms, Dots Heirlooms selection, and then go into Anemones, and you'll find all the different downloads there and projects and whatever goes with it. What we've got now is a slideshow. You can see a bit of it going on behind us in the wall. We'll show you this, and it'll just give you an example of just some of the different combinations of papers and that you can print off. So have a look at this and see what you've got on offer first. Aren't they gorgeous, gorgeous papers?
Gorgeous, gorgeous.
There's so many things you can make with them, and then you can print them out when you need them. So you don't need to have drawers and drawers and drawers and drawers of paper that you've already printed. You can just print out as and when you need it, like I've done here. I've got a few selections here showing you what to do. And look at the quality on those. I mean, look at the close-up on that. And look at the stitching on those anemones. Aren't they beautiful? Proud of you, ma'am, wherever you are. Bless her. And I love those colours. I remember my mum making this particular one. I remember sitting watching the Generation game. Man, you should do it every night. Anyway, when you print them off yourself, you can do the vellum version if you want as well, and even print it onto vellum if you so wish. You've got all sorts of different frames you can do as well. These are oval ones. And again, you can see they're shaded on one side and on the other too. You've got lots of different things. You can do sentiments. And then you can even print off some sentiments if you've got that particular download and stick those over, or you could put your peelers. You've got the bands, the ribbons, the borders, whatever you want to call them. You've got them in different thicknesses as well. And you've also
different
got
bandwidth.
Different bandwidth. Oh, very good. You've got corners. Lots of different corners. You've got some more borders there. These are sentiment sheets as well, so you can put your own sentiment in each of these. And you've got all sorts of backing papers and different size inserts, etc., etc., etc. There's a nice one. I like that one. So you turn it off when I'm showing it. Right, and see that? Just get close up on those two if you can, Barre. And you can see you've got the vellum version there as well. And you can see you've got all the stitching there, and they'll mix and match and make some beautiful cards. And you've got very, very small as well. I'm just whizzing these through so you can see some of the designs. There's the vellum version of that. And then you've got the nice red and pinky flower and the vellum version. There you go, there's the pinky flower and the vellum version. It's entirely up to you. But listen, you're thinking, well, what am I doing to get all those papers? Well, we've got a gallery here for you, give you an idea of just some of the things you can do with the Anemone selection. Beautiful, those cards.
Gorgeous.
In fact, I've got a few more cards here that you can see up close and personal. And there you go. You can see that one. You can see you copied this or copied it, printed this out onto the shiny paper. And you can get the stackers. You can get all sizes, can't you? There you go. There's another one there. That's printed onto matte paper in a stacker selection there. All sorts of different combinations. Actually, no, that's a shiny paper too. There's the matte one. Sorry. There you go, nicely layered up. And again, you've got that beautiful background paper to match. Another example there. And they're lovely. You can make some beautiful, vibrant cards. Or you can make them really simple too. That's just very simply done on a really beautifully embossed, glittered card. And also do the envelope as well. Make them really, really special. You can do all sorts of different sizes of cards. You can even do the long ones. And the designs lend themselves for doing all sorts of different variations on the anemone feel. There you go. And oh, this is a nice one coming up. Very simple. You've got the star stackers going in between there. Another long one. And you can just go wild with your imagination and do all sorts of things there. Somebody's gone a little bit mad with all the different anemones there. It's like kind of a quarter of a bouquet. Or you can keep it nice and simple like that. Or just that very, very simple like that. And because a lot of the designs are kind of, a lot of the designs are, you turn them around, it works just as well that way, it works that way, and it also works that way. It's entirely up to you. But we've got a demonstration here, or a project. When you go to the anemones as well, have a look there on the different downloads. You'll find lots of different things. You'll probably find projects there too. Not only do you get to watch it there and then or maybe not, but I think you can. Watch it, and then you can download it. You get the actual thing so you can watch it time and time again, and you'll get all the papers used in that project so you can download them as many times as you like and make it. Brilliant. Have a look at this. First of all, choose the design sheets that you want to work with. And I've chosen the 3D layering sheet with the rectangle designs on, one of the Anemone background sheets, also the borders in the thick, medium and thin, also the matching corners there in different sizes. We've also got the sentiment sheets here. You can choose one of the sentiments off there, and we've also got the plain fabric background too. And then on the inside of the card, I've taken some of the other background paper and I've stuck this down on the inside. And then on the inside edge here, I'm going to take one of the borders, the embroidered borders there, and then just stick this down the side. I've got some double-sided tape. I'm just going to take it straight up to the edge, like that, stick it down, and then just trim the ends. And I'm also going to do the same to the border at the edge at the front of the card there, but I've chosen one of the slimmer borders, and just stick that down with double-sided tape. Next, I've taken the main design sheet there and I've actually mounted it onto some purple, some white and some pink paper to match the colours here in the design. And I've just stuck that onto the front of the card. And I've also cut out 4 of the corners, and with some double-sided tape I've put 1, 2, 3, 4 on the card here. Now you can take any of the sizes, but I've just chosen this one. Need to move it over a little bit. And I've also cut out one of the panels and mat and layered that up where the sentiment's going to go. And as you can see, I've cut out the sentiment I want to use, and it should match up nicely. It should blend in really well because it's the same coloured background and everything, and it looks like it's been embroidered onto there. So you can choose which sentiment you want to put in there. And now I can start adding the cutout 3D. But before you do, just curl it over, wrap it around your finger there, just give it a little bit of shape. And all I'm doing is rolling it round with my thumb and finger there, and just so it being flat, it's slightly now rounded. And then you can start building up the design on your card. And I'm going to do that quite simply just by putting just one single little foam pad on the back. Now these are 3D sheets, so you don't have to stick exactly where the design is. You can put it slightly off centre there so you're building up the design. But just for this one, I'm going to pop it directly over the top there like that. And then my foam pad will just lift that up. And because it's been rounded, it gives you more of a kind of a fuller design. And again, I've got one pad there and there's the next one going up, giving me that raised up effect. And then you can start adding the other flowers. You can either slip these underneath there like that, or you can just put it slightly off centre. And I've saved one of my flowers here, and I'm just going to add that over the corner of the sentiment there. And also just added a couple of leaves. And finally, I've got a few leaves left over. I could put these anywhere I want really. In fact, I might put one there so it's slightly overlapping the design. Maybe one here at the top. And finally, one down here at the bottom. And there you have a fabulous card that really does look like you've actually embroidered that. So it's so simple and easy to do, and you can do any kind of combination that you want. What you sniggering
Never
at?
mind, it's okay.
Anyway, have a look at Barry's going to tell you. Have a look at Barry's going to tell you. What am I talking?
Yes.
Barry, tell us. Come on, get stuck in. Tell us where to get them.
Well,
from.
you can certainly find them in the download section of our website, and once you've found the download section of our website, you will find...
Was that a rude word behind us, was it?
Well, it was the way my head was at the precise moment.
All right.
So, yes, it's in the download section. It's Herlooms. You'll find loads of other Herlooms items there as well. Do make sure that you look at the download section every single day, because there are brand new items going on as we speak, even.
Yes. And after and before. Infinity.
Indeed.
Now listen, I've got one more gallery to show you that'll give you a little bit more inspiration of what to do with the anemones. But go and have a good look on the anemone download, and you'll find lots of different combinations there, from small selection sets up to big sets as well. And don't forget, these also work really well with lots of the other categories that we've got with the download. For instance, if you go to the textures, you've got some great linen effect papers there and some standard designs, and you've got some lovely metallic ones that would work really well. Anyway, go and have a good look round and buy your credits first, and the more credits you buy, the less expensive it is for you. So here's a bit more inspiration with the gallery.